Good morning, Kay. What time is it over there?
It's like a bit past 1 o'clock over here.
Absolutely superb. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you for your time today. And it's just an honor to have you back on the show. I think last time I interviewed it would have been back in September 2013 when I used to work for Love Asia Radio.
Wow, long time ago, and it's been quite a long time since I've seen you last time. Very nice to be connected, even though not seeing live, but over the internet. And it's big pleasure to be connected at these lockdown times. When it's nice to even get out of the house and now to be connected over to London. It's great. Thanks for having me.
Oh man, it's absolutely brilliant. So you did mention the lockdown. So have you been clearly you've been quite productive during the lockdown. So talk to me about the impact of lockdown where you are.
Well, it's not easy for musicians, and I have full solidarity for all the musicians struggling. And I haven't been also performing much live. I was lucky in winter, Christmas time, to have gigs when basically nobody had gigs. So I'm like really thankful for that. But there are many artists who are really struggling because there's been no work, and the artists are not very happy with the Finnish government, the way they've been treating artists. So I'm in full solidarity with that, even though I've been kind of okay, and also I have time to concentrate on my things, and I've been launching lately my solo career, because from Shava,
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
which is my Finnjabi music, but lately I haven't. Shava is not dead, but my solo project is alive as well, and it's something a little bit different. I wanted to explore other sides of my performer artist personality with another style of songs. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant, Kay. So okay, so I guess for the could that have been due to lockdown with Chava?
Well, that's like one of the reasons, but I would say I already started like the process of writing different kind of material before COVID came around. So it's not due to the lockdown, even though it maybe has been given me more time to focus.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So could you please, Kay, educate me? So sitting on the beach is the English translation of Rannalla Istuja. Is that correct?
First of all, you have to, when there's a J, you say y like Y in English. So it's istuja. And you always stress the first syllable. So that's the crash course in Finnish pronunciation. So you say Rannalla Istuja.
Rannalla Istuja.
Rannalla Istuja. That's it.
Thank you. Rannalla Istuja. And so sitting on the beach, but I noticed about the sound, like it had like your colours that you used were very like synth wavy, right, on the project, on the artwork, and I thought,
Yeah.
and the video, brilliant, brilliant.
Thanks.
So
Thank you.
no, it's cool. So I like the vibe in it. So the thing is, what made you jump towards this sort of sound? Because I know you're brilliant at synthesizers anyway, and I'm sure you're if you look at your videos of you live on stage, I'm sure are you running a Korg?
Yeah. I'm using Korg keyboards. This one and a bigger one, the TR, and this R3 also. So that's been part of my Shava live set. That's right.
Wow, I almost feel I should be held criminally responsible because I shouldn't be having a keyboard. This should be in your hands. The prologue, that should be in your hands because that would be a dangerous weapon in your hands with your ability and your skill.
Thank you.
No man,
Yeah, it looks nice.
it's all right, but you never get a chance to use anything because the radio work, which is fine. We always say I'll work on a project. I'll do mix work. So how did it come about? Rannalla Istuja.
Yeah, actually, Rannalla Istuja means like sitting on the shore, and the lyrics are like actually about the shore means also the banks of the river. So it's sitting on the literally, you could say the song is about sitting on the bank of a river, and yeah, it's you could say like it's a sunny summer song, and I released it back in April when there was a kind of a heat wave coming to Finland, so it was already kind of a expectation of summer vibe in the nature that time. So on the surface, you could say it's it sounds like a happy summer song, and that's one part of it. But it's also like about the pain of separation, and it's a metaphor for for also sometimes about difficult situations we face in life and the feelings we face, and it's like yeah, it's like a poetic folk music ballad kind of a metaphor of those kind of things. So it's something, I would say it's something a little bit different from the vibe of Shava songs, which is very energetic and like very positive vibe music. This one, I could also say it's a song with a positive vibe, but there's more complexity in the lyrics, you could say.
Absolutely brilliant. Because what I did for the listeners and the viewers, I shared it on my social media, but I realized they're at a disadvantage. So what I did, I translated the lyrics because he sent over the pack, and I copied it, put it into Google Translate, and I thought it's like poetry. It's beautiful.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I wrote the lyrics in a little bit of a traditional folk song style, you could say.
Right. So what? I'm sure, was there a woman involved in the process?
Well, the next song, which will come out, it's actually a love song to my wife.
Yes.
And it's you could say it's a happy, harmonious song. It's slightly like out there. The lyrics are a little bit spacey and psychedelic as well, you could say. But that bit, with my woman, I'm very happy. I'm feeling really blessed with my marriage, family, and everything. But this song, it's not about any person in particular. It uses the woman or the beloved as a metaphor for things we are feeling. But there's no woman as such involved. But only in the world of poetry.
Aha! I love it. I understand. Right. So the production. So talk to me. Do you make the music first, or did you do the lyrics first?
They came at the same time. The groove and the kind of just istuin kivellä rannan illalla kesällä kerran. That just they came kind of together. It has a groove. The words have a groove, and then the song developed it, and the chorus came later. And yeah,
I like that. I like it. I don't know, but I haven't got the ability like how you have. But right. So, what made you pick the whole synthwave style of production on this? Because I know you're into synths and everything, but what made you pick that? Because I think I love synthwave music.
Well, I could say the synth part, it kind of got magnified when this little machine here was discovered in a lonesome attic, which actually it's the machine I used when I was 10 or 11 years old, but it was buried in a relative's attic, and he dug up it from there, and I absolutely loved the sound from that, so I used them on Rannalla Istuja, and the visual vibe is also there. And it's something I've been just like kind of interested in the past months, years, and there is even I've written a musical which is kind of has a little bit of that synthwave aesthetic, and it's still I'm hoping that it will see the light of day one day. So it hasn't been done yet, but it's something something that's kind of that became part of this song kind of naturally, and luckily also I've been actually over the past maybe 2 years I've been sending messages to a synthwave producer in Finland. His name is Millennium Falk, because his last name is actually Falk. So that's how he got the Star Wars artist name Millennium Falk. So and he produced a fantastic synthwave remix. So there's the original, which has a little bit of that kind of synthwave aesthetic to it, but then we have also a full-on synthwave version released. You can find on Spotify the Millennium Folk remix of the track as well.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Kay. So the Millennium Folk remix, that's Falck, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely brilliant. What I'm just trying to work out is regarding the Atari 600 XL. I think I'm trying to work out the soft. So did he actually use the Music Composer cartridge?
No. So you're familiar with the Atari, I can hear as well, aren't you? Because you're.
I did a bit of research last night. I was like, I used to have an old. I had an Amigas. I had an Atari ST for a while. So at the end of the day, I thought you couldn't go any further back to actually use it as a machine to produce music. So I thought, is Kay using that thing for MIDI work? I thought, how is he doing it?
Yeah. Basically, I've been digging the kind of raw sounds that the sound chip produces. When you put the power on, it goes to BASIC, the programming language, and then you can just like type in the commands. You have a sound command with like 4 parameters, and you can use you can insert some data in various like locations with the poke command as well. So that way you can dig up very interesting sounds. But also there's a guy from Netherlands, I think, who I've connected to through the like Atari forums, and man, this interview is getting more and more Atari. I think I should share it at the Atari forums as well. So and he wrote a great piece of software called the Pokey, because it's Pokey. Pokey is the name of the sound chip. So he wrote the Pokey Explorer, and that's been a tremendous help while I've been digging the sounds also from the machine. So you can easily like try out the different combinations. And there's kind of, the sounds are kind of very you could say rough and kind of edgy, crunchy sounds you get from there. But there's a big variety of them. It's actually an amazing machine how you can do different 8-bit sounds.
But according to my I was watching a couple of videos last night on the Atari, because you have the 600 XL and you have the 800. But what I was thinking is, how are you interfacing that? Did you plug? Has it got MIDI on it, and has it got audio in and out?
No, I was basically sampling it, and then adding a little bit. I wasn't even processing the samples much, just adding some reverb basically to the samples I had. So basically, yeah, I took the sound out of this machine and put it on the sampled in on the Mac and Logic.
Okay, brilliant. You are classically trained in Indian music, so tell us a bit more about that, please.
Yeah. I've been in Nagpur back in the 90s already. I went there to learn Indian classical music. I first thought it will be like just to do something interesting or something exotic or something like that. But then I remember one time when I was sitting and actually listening to my lessons from tape, and I was practicing Rag Durga that time. It's a pentatonic North Indian raga, and then I just realized that it just kind of clicked in my head that the aesthetic of the music, that it's not just about, you know, going up and down scales, but there's like an aesthetic world in each raga. There's like so it was like an experience of like, wow, this is the kind of music that now I understand something of the music, and ever since it's been kind of part of me. So the Indian classical music has influenced me tremendously, and and I was in Nagpur in '95 for half a year, again in '99 for half a year, and you know, I told about the song I'm going to release, which is a love song for my wife. So actually, we met in '99 in Nagpur with my wife. So
Wow.
it's been a long story together already, and later on I went also to Hubli to learn from Pandit Jayatirth Nevundi, who's an amazing vocalist of the Kirana Gharana. He's the man. He's like an incredible classical vocalist. And Indian classical music is something I really, really love. And I really love performing it now and then, even though, you know, I don't have the training that I could claim to be really a classical performer. But I'm, you know, one of the bunch of people from the West who have a little bit of classical training, and I'm very happy about it. And later on, then, you know, folk music, especially Punjabi folk music, because I'm into folk music, you know, Finnish folk music. So that also kind of naturally became a part of me. So.
Brilliant. But what made you? I think back, you know. Who else is doing what you? Who else was doing what you were doing with Shava? If I may ask that question, nobody. I don't think. Like, who, you know, back when I first interviewed you, like, I saw you on stage in London, and I thought the amount of energy on that stage was absolutely was next level. And I think on the stage that day was Johan as well.
Yeah.
So do you still keep in touch with Johan?
Well, you know, only on Facebook. Sometimes I click a like and comment on his post, but I haven't seen him in a long time. So I would like to see Johan as well.
Of course. Now, are you still doing yoga, Kundalini Yoga?
Yeah, I am. It's called Sahaja Yoga, and actually Kundalini is a part of it. And yoga, you know, yoga is a union, as you know. You know, you're Indian, so you know the meaning of the words, because for folks in the UK, in Finland, yoga means kind of a gymnastics, and that's a part of it. But yoga is the union, you know, with the all-pervading power, with yourself, and it's I would say there's in a way no difference from what we are doing in art or in music to yoga, because we're trying to you know, to connect to the audience. We're trying to connect to, you know, something sublime with our art. So art, music is definitely yoga as well. And you know, I've been trying to make a union, a yoga, a connection with different expressions, different music cultures, because, you know, we are all one, and, you know, we have different cultures, but inside we are all the same. We have the same, you know, self, same spirit, and yoga means connection to that spirit.
I may have a little bit of knowledge of yoga, but I think that's minor compared to your knowledge of yoga. But the thing is, for me, I can't quieten the mind. I don't know whether it's London or working in radio, firstly. And secondly, I think I'm too hot-headed and I fly off the handle quickly, so which isn't good.
Yeah, you know, maybe you could use a little bit of my calm nature, and, you know, I could use a little bit of your, you know, your outward going energy. So, you know, we all balance each other. That's the beauty of it.
I understand. Okay, so okay now regarding so you've given us a breakdown as to the classical training in India and this project over here. So what I was going to get at, we've already touched upon on lockdown, and how have you managed to keep a positive outlook on life during lockdown?
Well, I mean, my life isn't bad at all, and lockdown or not, I've been definitely managing, and big part of that is of course my beautiful family, my beautiful children. So there's when you have kids, you have never a dull moment, and I'm really blessed that I also can work on my art, on my music, and we have the internet. I've been also I did a little live gig to an audience in San Francisco just a few weeks ago as well, which was really nice. So we are connected. So, but I must say that that I'm in full sympathy and full solidarity with people who've had it also difficult, because it's been a very difficult time to some people emotionally as well as financially, and our government has not been very supportive of the cultures. They're more concerned about other things, but artists, we are maybe financially not an important enough part of the society, so we've been a little bit ignored as a whole. I must say I've been lucky, and for me it's the times have been good, but yeah.
What I'll do, I'm going to research into the Finnish government stance regarding musicians, because I'll compare that to what's happened in the UK actually. That'll be quite interesting.
Yeah.
You're an accomplished musician, of course. So to hit the Finnish Eurovision tryouts, BBC World News, 13 countries.
Yeah. We've done a lot with Shava, and yeah, Shava is it's a great process, and that's why I said I want to keep going with Shava as well. That's like a really great thing that I've been kind of creating and being a part of. So it was great coming to UK back 6 years ago, do the show on BBC World News. That was something I'm really grateful for, that we were selected for the show of Matthew and Roliwala back then. And yeah, I've been seeing many different countries, many unlikely places with Shava. There's been so many great gigs, so many interesting gigs. We performed at a old church in Azerbaijan, for instance.
No way.
Yeah, it was great. And we performed at a car sales, at a car dealer in Bavaria, in Germany, for instance. So all kinds of interesting places, and really great gigs, the ones we have been doing in Vancouver. We were part of the City of Bhangra festival in Vancouver, which was just amazing. And actually the people in Vancouver were really helpful to create our career with Shava. So we're really grateful to Tony, Mo, Manpal, everybody in the VIBC Vancouver International Bhangra celebration. And so it's been a great ride with Shava, definitely.
I've got to ask you a question. Behind you, right, you've got this. I'm into different things, like weird and wonderful things. Like, okay, you got the Atari over there, but is that a proper phone you got there? Telephone?
Yeah, I'm into old phones. Yeah, I've been a little bit into old computers and old phones as well. So actually, I'm using this phone daily as well. So you can't get these days in Finland. You can't get a landline connection. They are not selling them anymore. But I've got this connected to a mobile phone with a SIM card. So I just love dialing the numbers and I love the old ringer and answering to the old phone. So this is the phone. If you give me a call, this is the phone I'll be answering to.
The reason why I raised the point was because I did an interview recently with Copper Magazine in Boulder, Colorado, regarding living and suffering with electromagnetic hypersensitivity. So
yeah.
So I don't use mobile phones or anything like that. I don't have a mobile phone. So the reason
Right.
I had to raise it. So everything here is literally wired. There's no Wi-Fi. The whole room has been painted with a special paint, a carbon paint. And
Cool.
yeah, it's almost like a Faraday cage.
Oh yeah. So you're using a landline phone as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
People think I'm a bit crazy and it's a bit antisocial, but I don't care.
Well, you don't fit my definition of antisocial, certainly.
Thank you, Kate. We got a question come through from Claire. She's saying, "Hi, Kay, you are extremely talented. How and when did you learn Punjabi?"
Well, yeah. Wow, there's a thunder,
Is that thunder?
coming. Yeah. There's gonna be big rain. It was in the forecast, and there's lightning and thunder outside. Yeah, but to the question, well, I don't really speak Punjabi. I speak, thoda Hindi and just a little bit few words of Punjabi. But I sing in Punjabi, but I can't do a conversation in Punjabi, But I think for Finns to pronounce Hindi, Punjabi, Indian languages is easier than for Englishmen, definitely, because our pronunciation is somehow closer to the Indian languages.
We've got quite a few questions regarding that. Like, first one, what attracted you to, from Harvey, what attracted you to Indian music?
Well, like I said, I wasn't like I didn't think it will be a big part of my life, but when I was in India, you really have to spend some time in India, to kind of get your kind of bathe in that culture and in the music, and then it really became a part of me. It wouldn't have if I wouldn't have gone and spent half a year in India learning the music, and only then it became a part of me, and because it's very different. The Indian expression is different from the Western expression, and I think it like I'm sure maybe there's a different hemisphere of our brain like active.
Yes.
when we're listening and playing Indian music from the Western music. I mean, and of course music activates both hemispheres anyway, if it's from West or East. But I think there's not like something very different like from our expression, and I absolutely love it.
Okay. Another question. Have you been all around India?
Well, last time when we went 2017, so that was like the first time I was in Chennai. I was in Mahabalipuram, so that's the first time I went so far south. I mean, before I had been to Hubli and Bangalore in Karnataka as well, and yeah, well, I've been in many parts. I've never been to Calcutta, but I've seen the other big cities: Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai. I've been to Punjab. I've spent a long time in Nagpur in Maharashtra. I've been to Jaipur, Delhi, and so I've been around. But India is like Europe. It's like a continent in itself. So I've been to a few places, but not all of it, definitely.
Brilliant. Now, regarding okay, you've released a single, yeah. Um, Rannalla Istuja, yeah. But
Rannalla.
Rana, yeah. Sorry. Okay, I'll get it right. Um, is this building up to an album?
I'm improvising with my releases, and um, I think because to do an album or to concentrate on the album only, uh, I think I'll not do that, but I'll rather release songs one at a time, and at some point we'll include them in an album as well. But I want to be. I think in summer I'll release my next song, and maybe by end of summer, and perhaps next year I'll have an album of my song, an EP or a full album. Let's see.
I think brilliant. Over here in the UK, I think restaurants and everything are opening up a bit more today, if I'm correct. And what I'm trying to get at is hopefully you'll be able to perform live again soon. So any gigs booked?
There are a couple of gigs booked. Yeah. With my solo project, I have a couple of gigs booked, and even with Shava, I have one. I was just negotiating about a gig, and with I'm working with other bands as well. Actually, I'm working with a Roma, with a gypsy vocalist, and we have a few gigs booked. And also I have another band which performs songs by Vladimir Vysotsky.
Wow.
Have you heard of
No, but
Vysotsky?
educate me.
Well, he was a big poet and a singer songwriter in the Soviet Union. He was really like a hero of the people, and I don't think the ruling class was so fond of being, because he spoke and sang the truth always, and but he was a great poet in the Russian language, and we've had a band that performed those songs in Finnish.
Wow. So, if you're performing those songs in Finnish, and you're working with the what's the name of the you mentioned a gypsy. That's amazing.
Yes. Yeah, we were just recently actually filming some new material, because there's also Romani a musical coming up with old Romani dances and traditional songs. And yes, it's I have the big honor of working with Mrs. Hilja Grönfors, and she's one of the only people who is performing the traditional gypsy songs outside the gypsy community in Finland. And we have a very, very special Roma culture in Finland. They have very unique traditions, the way they dress, and their cultural traditions, and also the music is different from what you might have heard from maybe British Romani Chal or European Romanis. So I've had the honor to accompany her on accordion since many years, and we released 3 CDs with her. Also, they're all on Spotify as well, so you can check her out, Hilja Grönfors.
Can you spell the second name?
It's GRO with dots, NFORS, Grönfors.
Brilliant. And I don't know how to do the 2 dots, but I'll definitely find it and check it out. Because I think, to my knowledge, gypsies, not all of them, but that those which are in music have beautiful voices.
Yeah. I think that they have certainly a talent in music, and and their roots go back to India, as you probably know.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah.
Can you? That's not the first time I've actually heard that, Kay. I've heard that before regarding that, and Okay, but so last time we spoke on the interview years ago, right? We had this thing where we was literally performing live and in a studio. We was having fun in the studio, and we've got a message coming basically saying, "Kay, you are brilliant. I watched your videos and interview with Dav, both dancing in the studio. I don't know about me. Mine was probably I was a lot. I'm amazed by your talent. Since I met Dav, he always speaks very highly of you. Well, that's why you're on my show, because you are brilliant. Put it that way, Kay.
Well,
It's okay.
well, I'm absolutely humbled by the comments and grateful for your positive energy, man. And thanks for having me here.
No, it's a real pleasure. Any other instruments you're going to be picking up, by the way? Anything else you want to learn in your musical career?
Well, yeah, I would love to. I don't think I'm going to be. Well, why not? Why not? I'm not. But I don't think I'm going to be properly learning a new instrument at least soon. Maybe when I'm retired or something like that. Well, I don't think I ever retire anyway. But yeah, but the accordion, you know, it has become like a part of me. It's easy to express myself on the accordion. And but on the live gigs, you will hear me playing a little bit of guitar as well, and I'm using actually on the live set. I'm using. I have it here, so
Yes.
this machine as well, the looper. So, so I'm
Wow.
looping the guitar and playing and singing on top of that.
Wow, okay, wow. I thought you were going to give us a demonstration.
I can give you, yeah. I can, if you want, I can play something.
Please, yes, that's the K that I remember, man. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think I'm more of a live performer than a producer of music. But
this is it. This is the reason why I do the job. It's come to life. Kay's come to life.
Yeah. It's really, really, really nice to perform music live over the internet. So, thank you for the opportunity.
It's okay.
I'll sing Rannalla Istuja as a live version.
Thank you, Kay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Istuin kivellä rannan, illalla kesällä kerran. Katselin taivaan lintuja. Alla sinisen taivaan, veden näin mustana aivan. Se kutsui rannalla istujaa. Kumma rakkauden kesä, veden pyörteet niin kuin käärmeiden pesä. Kellisti huokaili mulle, julmasti rantaan koska tulee. Dumpa tulee, iäksi unohdetulle. Kesällä maa, niin kuin morsian hunnissaan. Sen tuoksut mielen humaluttaa. Kesän järjen ei kun kukka kaunein palannut koskaan ei. Sitä virta kauas kuljettaa. Sitä virta kauas kuljettaa. kaksihaarainen kieli. Kahdet on neuvot käärmeen. Tule jo kalojen luokse tai kauas rannalta juokse. En tiennyt kumpaa kuuntelen. Ihana tuoksuva ilta, ihanampi tumma piileä virta. Se kysyy jo haluanko tulla, ei oo kotia muualta, kumpa tulla. Anna tulla, iäksi unohdetulla. Kesällä kiinaa, niin kuin morsian hunnussa. Sen tuoksut mielen humaluttaa. Kesän järjen leivun tuhka kauniin palannut koskaan ei. Sitä virta kauas kuljettaa. Sitä virta kauas kuljettaa. Sitä virta kauas kuljettaa. Sitä virta kauas kuljettaa.
Wow. Wow. Oi, you've come to life. You've come to life because before you're talking to me. You like this. Like it's like I'm telling you off, like you're the naughty school child and I'm the headmaster or something. But now, as soon as you picked up the instrument, the guy has come to life, man. I thought that's the K that I know, man. We got comments coming in. Beautiful live performance. This is great. You know what I mean? I thought this is great. Musical notes there. You got a beautiful voice, man. Kay,
thank you.
You know what I'm going to ask you, man? You know what I'm going to ask you? Could you hit us something like... Do you remember years ago you sang... Bari Kolke Vaigadu Bolke?
Yeah.
Please,
sure,
please.
I can do that.
Thank you, Kay. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Get ready for this, guys. This is sick. This is sick.
Bari Kolke Vaigadu Bolke. Bari Kolke Vaigadu Bolke. Seedar Chal Balliye. Na Baleya Trak Tere Yaar. O Babe Hande Chal Chaliye. Na Baleya Trak Tere Yaar. O Babe Hande Chal Chaliye. Bari Kolke Vaigadu Bolke. Bari Kolke Vaigadu Bolke. Seedar Chal Balliye. Na Baleya Trak Tere Yaar. O Babe Hande Chal Chaliye. Na Baleya Trak Tere Yaar. O Babe Hande Chal Chaliye. मेरा रखा कलगिया वाला ने जीना उदी हमेशा फेरा माला ने मेरा रखा कलगिया वाला ने जीना उदी हमेशा फेरा माला ने इससे दस मकाई निच करके वही से दस मकाई निच करके आनंद पूरे सब घलिए ना बलेया ट्रक तेरे जाने हो बाबे चल चलिए ना बलेया ट्रक तेरे जाने हो बाबे चल चलिए हिम्मत कर माऊंगा Get like each other, Kundalini Yoga. Come to think of Yoga. Put your jat on the driver at Rakande. Put the jat on the driver at Rakande. So he can't believe. Unabalelia, Trakatera Yane, Unabe, the Chalichali. Unabalelia, Trakatera Yane, Unabe, and the Chalichali.
Hi, hi, hi.
Body poke, wahe guru boke.
Hi, 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 hi.
Body poke, wahe guru boke. Body poke, wahe guru boke. Siru uche bajje bali. Unabalelia, Trakatera Yane, Unabe, and the Chalichali. Unabalelia, Trakatera Yane, Unabe, and the Chalichali. Unabe, and the Chalichali. Unabe, and the Chalichali. Unabe, and the Chalichali. Chalichali. Unabe, and the Chalichali. Unabe, and the Chalichali. Unabe, and the Chalichali. Unabe, and the Chalichali. Chalichali. Unabe, and the Chalichali. Oh.
And that is how it's done. That is how it's done. Do you know what it is? I realized the best way to communicate with you is not talking, is to sing to you, because that's your language, man. That is it. Everything is a note. You've absolutely smashed it. Because what I was trying to do, what I was going to do, like, I don't know whether you can hear this, like over here. See, I was going to drop in there. Can you hear that at your end?
Oh.
Can you hear that? You can't. You
Not
can't,
really. I can see the light blinking there, but I can't hear.
yeah. What I was going to do, I was going to drop in a, I was going to drop in a drum machine. So therefore,
Cool.
yeah, I thought that would have been really, really. To be honest, you don't need anything, man. Put it this spread that way. You actually smashed it. What a beautiful voice. You've still clearly. You've got it in spades, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just gobsmacked. Someone's basically saying that your Punjabi is better than theirs, and they're
Wow. Humbled by the comments. Thank you so much.
No, it's okay, man. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of expression in what you do, and you've got a beautiful voice, man. How much practice are you putting in every day?
To be honest, I don't practice daily. There's always bunch of other things to do, but I'll be working on my solo set, so that when my solo gigs are starting, I will I'll put some time for really putting it together. So.
Okay, tell me more about your solo sets and the practice for your solo sets, dude. What instruments are involved in there, and you're using a looper pedal, so clearly you've mastered that thing as well.
Yeah, there's a looper pedal, and also there's the stomp box. You can hear that sound, so that's in there, and I'll be looping acoustic guitar as well. So basically, those are the instruments you'll hear: the accordion, the looper pedal, and the stomp box and the acoustic guitar. And also I'll have some, sounds in the looper pedal already. Some of the sounds I will be looping live, on the guitar and producing them live, and then the loop will go on. But then there is also, that's obviously pre-recorded. It's the same loop, yeah, as on my single. And then I've also sampled some. Wait a minute, where is it? Not that one. What? Hold on. Some Atari sounds there as well. So on the looper pedal.
Okay, wow. What it was, I was just trying to get the drum machine running over here too, man. We would have kicked off a set, man. But I think you've smashed it. I'm just having a bit of problem on my side, getting over the audio to the. Hold on a second, man. You've killed it. Hold on a sec. So you can see the lights flashing, but you can't really hear or see anything else over here. Just a sec, Kay. Okay, that's the channel over there. I can't seem to do it. Whoa, no. Okay, it's best to play safe rather than have feedback at my end over here. Absolutely smashed it. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I didn't get the end of the sentence.
Yeah. Is there anything which I haven't asked you? I think there's like a million things I'm supposed to be asking you.
Yeah, well, the answers are in the music. So when we're talking, we're just going around the subject.
Okay. Hit us with the music then, Kay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's keep that same groove.
Okay. At the end of the day, where can people find your work, and how? Because obviously you got the websites such as you got. Hold on, you got your own YouTube channel now as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you got that, and you've also got your own. You got the website, so that the socials were over here. Just trying to work out what the hell's going on over here. There's so many apps and stuff running in the background on this Mac. Let's have a look. Yeah, we had Kiureli.com. So Kiu.
Yeah.
Yeah. RELI.
Yeah, that's like the simplest website like ever. There's just my contact info. I will work on that in the coming weeks, so it will expand a little bit.
Yes.
But yeah, that's the social media sites. If you have them, maybe you can link them to the conversation or where you could put them. So.
Yeah. There's Kiurelli with the Z, which is your Instagram.
Yeah. That's my Instagram, and I don't remember now the addresses of the various channels, but Kiurelli is the Instagram, and and if you can share the video of Rannalla Istuja as well, that would be cool, so people can find it.
Yes, of course. Your work, bro. You are made for the stage. It's true.
Now, but you have such a big store of the songs, the folk songs. You're part of the tradition. I really admire you, man.
Oh no, okay. Forget that. It's all right. My life is radio. That's what it is. It's like 7 days a week from the morning till one in the morning. So that is it. I'm sorry about the dirty signal we've got over here regarding the audio. I'm not sure what's going on. I was messing around with all these wires.
Yeah. Cool.
Which is not good. Okay. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's an honor.
Really great.
And we've got loads of messages coming in. And what I'll do, I'll pull the audio from this, because I've been recording the audio to it. That's going to go out live on the RadiAsian server, and I'll hit you with the links in a bit.
Well, yeah, everything's fine.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Have a nice week over in London. Thank you for everybody who joined into the program. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Salute.
Bye-bye.
Bye, okay. Bye.